Hey guys, it's Bub here, and in this video we're going to be unboxing and doing a brief review of the Apple iPad mini 6. Now even though this iPad came out last year, we needed a replacement because Apple announced at WWDC that the iPad mini 4 will not support iPadOS 16. So let's get into the unboxing. Before we begin, let's take a look at the packaging. Apple packaging hasn't changed that much from the iPad mini 4 to the iPad mini 6, except the inclusion of the pull tab, which is actually really convenient. The iPad that I bought is in Starlight, and it is a 64GB model, mostly because Starlight was the closest that I could get to the gold on the iPad mini 4. So we can now take that plastic pull tab and actually pull it the right way, because I was pulling it the wrong way, and remove the plastic covering over the iPad mini 6's box. We can now remove the top of the box from the bottom of the box to reveal the Starlight iPad mini 6. This is my first time seeing an iPad without a home button, so I was actually really interested in this. So first, let's take the iPad and set it aside and look at what we actually get inside of the box. In the box, we get the Designed by Apple in California packet, which of course includes standard stuff like your Apple stickers, your how-to guide, and all of that fun stuff like this. Now I did know this, but it didn't really hit me until I looked at the charger that the iPad mini series had switched over from a Lightning charger to a USB-C charger. So iPad minis now have USB-C chargers, which is kind of a pain because all of the iPad mini 4 accessories use Lightning. It was also very nice of them to include a charging brick, which is something that is not included in iPhone. It's now time to remove the paper enclosure around the iPad mini 6. It's been such a long time since I've unboxed a brand new Apple product that I didn't even realize they switched to using paper to wrap their products. The last time I unboxed a new Apple product, it was still wrapped in plastic. So compared to the old iPad mini 4, we can see that they're about the same size. Obviously the bezels on the new one are black and the bezels on the old one are white. I personally like the black bezels better just because the screen blends in a little bit better. As for the colors, you can tell on camera that the gold iPad mini 4 is way more gold than the Starlight iPad mini 6. But again, in real life, they're almost the same. As you can see, the iPad mini 6 also has those squared off kind of flat edges, which I prefer over the rounded ones on the mini 4. We can now power on the iPad mini 6 by holding the power button that also doubles as the fingerprint scanner. The power button did seem a little bit loose for some reason. It didn't seem like a true Apple quality, but maybe it's just because it is a fingerprint scanner at the same time. I don't know. It just feels a little bit loose when you wiggle it. But here we are, the hello screen of the iPad mini 6. And again, my first time seeing that whole display screen without a home button. It looks really amazing. I really wish Apple would get rid of the notch on the iPhone so it could look similar to this. Now we can try out the fingerprint scanner on the lock button. Personally, on my Galaxy S20, the fingerprint scanner is embedded in the display, which I like a lot better than having it on the top of the device, but honestly, if this is the best Apple could do, this is the best Apple could do. I would also prefer having Face ID on the iPad, but again, that's not in the Mini 6 at this moment. Now it's just like a standard iPad setup. We go through, I'm going to go ahead and skip Apple ID and transferring data because I will do that after the video. In fact, after I recorded this, our factory reset the iPad and copied over the old iPad mini 4 contents. But just going through denying all this stupid stuff like Siri and screen time, we're now in the iPad mini 6's home screen. And wow, that full display looks so good. I mean, again, I've never seen one of these in person. It just looks so much better, and the usage of that swipe and all the gestures is really integrated in the iPad very well. Just the build of this iPad, the way that it has flat edges instead of rounded edges, the USB-C port, camera bump, I just love the build of this iPad so much better than the iPad mini 4, and in fact any other iPad that exists out there right now. So opening the Notes application just to see if we can type like you would on a phone using your thumbs, you can reach the entire keyboard just by holding the iPad mini like an iPhone. The entire keyboard, at least for me, is fully reachable and I can type with pretty much 100% accuracy. I messed up probably one or two letters and this thing fits in your hand like a phone. Taking a look at the built-in camera, it is significantly better than the one found on the iPad mini 4. Remember that the iPad mini 4 is from 2015, so it is significantly older than this, and the camera has definitely come a long way. Holding the iPad horizontally, it is the screen just becomes so much better. Just using this specifically this iPad mini horizontally feels so much better. And here we're trying out that Touch ID sensor. It actually worked quicker than I thought it would, and I'm actually surprised at how well it works. I was not expecting Touch ID on the power button to act so good. But with that, that was my iPad mini 6 unboxing and a very brief review. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as I do all kinds of different technology videos, including device restorations. That being said, I'll see you all in the next one.